Hi guys, this is going to be a 2-point perspective modular box drawing. You're going to need your ruler or a straight edge, you need your pencil, an extra eraser. You can see I've already killed my eraser on this pencil, and you need a pencil sharpener. You're going to be going through a lot of lead on this. So let's get going. We're going to start off by drawing a horizon line. Okay, and then we're going to start with doing our first starting line. Remember, everything on the left of your starting line goes to your left vanishing point. You want to have those two vanishing points clearly drawn on the edge of your paper. And then my line got a little thin right there, so I'm going to make sure that you guys can see it really well. This is the only line that I'm going to draw super dark. Because it's going to stay, and I want you guys to see it really well. So everything on the left goes to the left vanishing point. So this goes to this vanishing point. So I'll draw it, and then I can make my line lighter as it goes back, because I'm just going to save myself some eraser time by drawing a little bit lighter as I move out. Everything on the right goes to the right vanishing point. So this is the right side of the line, goes to your right vanishing point. Okay, now we're going to cut off our line by drawing a parallel line. So that's your first line. We're going to move this out and draw our second line, just like that. And then this one you want to be longer, so I'm going to move it out a little bit longer. And now we're going to draw the bottom of the box by going to opposite vanishing points. So line that up. And there's our first box. So a little bit of review. This line right here is called our horizon line. Our horizon line is also known as our eye level. You have two vanishing points because it's 2-point perspective. That's a vanishing point and that's a vanishing point. You always start with your starting line, and then everything on the left goes to the left vanishing point by drawing orthogonals. These are orthogonals. They're also known as converging lines because they converge to the vanishing point. Everything on the right goes to the right vanishing point. The orthogonals converge to the vanishing point. They're also known as orthogonals. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw where we're going to have our extensions come out. So I'm going to start by drawing a simple line that goes straight across. Okay, and I could continue to draw that orthogonal. It goes all the way over. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how many of these boxes I want to come back out. So actually, let's do this first. We're going to bring this out to draw the first little box that comes out. We're going to do the same thing over here. You go out from the opposite vanishing point to have something extend or look like it comes out. Then we're going to do our parallel line. So here's where that line is. We move out and draw that line. Okay. Then we're going to bring this point to this vanishing point. Same thing with this side. There we go. Now we need to do the same thing to this corner. We come out from this vanishing point. So you put your pencil there, line up your ruler to that vanishing point, and bring it straight out. Looks like I did not make this line far enough, so I can go back and make it a little further to make that corner. Now because these lines connect here, I bring it out here. So this comes up, straight up and down. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go in and erase lines that we do not need. So I'm gonna start erasing things that might appear to be confusing as we start to draw more lines. So I know we don't need that. You don't need any of these orthogonals out here. So right now you have one box and one extension. Okay, so now we're going to make some holes in this box. So let's start by making a nice big start right there. This is going to be a box. Then we're going to make a hole there, and I'll put a little X to help remember that that's going to be a hole. Now this box is going to be a little bit smaller than that one because everything appears to be smaller as it goes back into space. And then we're going to do another hole, and the holes will appear to be smaller too. So X that out. Here's another little box that's going to come out. And then we're going to have a little hole. All right, let's go ahead and finish up this modular box. This is our last little section of the modular box. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line right here and then put an X to remind me that that's empty. So the next step is to bring these points back to the vanishing point. Okay, and then this goes back to the vanishing point. This is the last one. All right, so one more step to make it a little bit easier on these extensions is we're going to erase the ones that I put an X on because there's nothing going to be there. It's just space, just empty space. And we want to make it so that we can visually see the project a little better. I'm going to erase that line. So this gets erased because it's space too. Erase that. This gets erased. And then follow that line over so you know exactly where to erase it. And then this is the last one that gets erased here. And then follow that line over. Okay, so we need this box here, you can see, has a side, a bottom, and another side. This one has the side and the bottom. We need to draw this other side right here. And we're gonna go ahead and emphasize this a little bit more so you can see it better. Now I'm gonna take this corner and go back to this vanishing point. But it stops right here because you can't see it because it's behind there. Now we need to do this corner. It's gonna go straight up. Just like that. This corner will go straight up. And this one comes back to the vanishing point. Okay, this corner goes straight up, and this corner goes back to the vanishing point. All right, so there we have our little extensions and holes in between the extensions. The next thing I'm going to do is do a little compartment that comes out, one extra little hole right here. So I'm going to take this back to the vanishing point. just a little bit. Then I'm going to bring this straight down. And then I'm going to bring this back to the vanishing point. Okay, so the next step is to take these two corners and go back to this opposite vanishing point. There. And there. Okay. We need to erase the lines that we don't need. This corner goes back to the vanishing point. Just like that, so you can see the back side of this. And then this corner gets erased. And then, but we need to see the inside of this corner, so we're gonna take it back to the vanishing point. Okay, very good. I'm going to show you the difference. I have another box here that I did earlier, and this one is a little different because of this line here, because of where it's situated, because it's so far above the horizon line. You can actually see, see on this one, you can see this bottom line goes all the way across. This one just stops because you can't see where it goes. They are both correct. It's just a matter of where your box is situated in comparison with your eye level or your horizon line, okay? Because it's lower, you can't see as much. So the next step is to color this, and we'll get going with that in just a minute.